I can make conchaft for my man. Yeah, my baby is coming home tomorrow and I'm making him conchaft. He likes conchaft so much, so let's go ahead and make conchaft. I already boiled the corn, is fresh corn and beans. So I also used bonga. That's dry fish. I had to parboil it first because the corn and the beans is already ready, so I wanted it to be soft, so I boiled it a little bit before putting it in the corn. I'll just go ahead with the seasoning. I'll use just in this meal, I don't know if other countries cook it, I use salt, chicken bouillon, which serve as Maggi for me. And then I'll go in with my palm oil. Palm oil is also, I'll also be using country onion. I really don't know how they call country onion is English in English, but yes, I went in with country onion. And another thing about fresh conchaff is you need to turn for it to thicken. That is my green marinade, so I usually just make my green marinade and keep it. So at this point I'll just turn and make sure everything is inside. When you see me turning this meal, don't complain, don't worry about it, because I want the beans, sometimes I want the beans to dissolve, or some of the beans to like mash up, so that the food is going to be thick. So my man is coming the next day, and conchaft is good when you eat it the next day. And why not, when I cook, I usually just clean up because I don't want to come back to that mess. I usually just work and clean up, so that it's going to be lighter once you're done cooking. You don't have to go back and forth washing and doing everything, so that whenever you're done cooking, you're done washing, and it makes life easy for you, right? Look at this little man on my back enjoying himself. So also I'll be using garlic and ginger in this. That's all. Country onion, you don't put that much, but those ones are the ones I'm going to use. But the main ingredient is country onion. Yeah, baby boy was already sleeping at this point, so I had to put his hands inside. If you just put him in the bed, he will get up immediately. So that's my consistency. I like to consist like in a best form, so that can always go by blending it. But you can put it if you like to chew it. I don't like to chew crayfish, so I'm constantly stirring and putting my spices, but I kept on stirring because we really want it to be thick. You will not really see it that thick on the day you cook it, because as I said, it's fresh corn. It does not peel. It's just like, you know how fresh corn is. I don't know how to describe it, but it's fresh. So that's my country onion. I already blended it and kept it in the container, and I'll just go in with the ginger and garlic, cover it and wait for it to boil. So conchaft is not hard. Once you have your corn boiled and your beans boiled, all you do is just to mix the spices, mix your red oil, and just let it boil for like 10 to 15 minutes, and your food is ready. So it's really an easy meal to cook, and it's very, very nice and delicious. So after putting all these things, all I have to do is just wait for it to really bubble, cook, for all the spices to get into the food, and voila, the food was ready. As you can see, it is actually ready. I was just stirring, and I would test for like Maggi if it is okay, and our food is definitely ready. Our food is ready. Don't mind, that's my food. I know I don't want my way of tasting to bother you. That's my food, and that's how I taste, just anyway, just anyhow, somehow. I don't know. Yeah, so that's the conchaft. It just tasted like village conchaft. You know that village conchaft that you boil your corn with a stick and then you remove it, scratch it, and just cook? That is how my conchaft, it tastes so good, and he loved it.